Hello everyone, welcome back to Royalty Soaps. Today I am starting a brand new soap collection that has been over a year in the making. I had the idea for this particular soap in like October of 2023, but I didn't flesh out an entire collection. It was just this one bar and I didn't know what to do with it. Fast forward a few months later and I had an idea for another soap for this collection. And that just kept happening until I had a complete collection. I'll show you the Pinterest board that I created for our SKYGAZING collection. That's what I decided to call it. And as you can see, it's a very dreamy pastel vibe. It's a little bit hazy. It kind of has this soft galactic feel to it. I have lots of other adjectives I could use to describe it, but if you thought of like looking up into the sky during the day and sort of letting your mind just like float around to lots of happy things, that's sort of the feeling for this collection. Every single fragrance in the soaps that I'm featuring has been custom blended by me. So they are all Royalty Soaps exclusive. And so without further ado, let's make Daydreamer. This is the soap I am most excited to make this month. My oils look perfect. Go ahead and pour our lye water solution in. This is a big old batch. My recipe that I'm using is free down in the description box below. You can whip it up yourself by purchasing all the oils individually or by shopping my very convenient collab with 𝘗𝐿𝐼 and purchasing all the oils pre-blended. Let's go ahead and mix. I am going to be very, very picky with the colors for this soap. It has been too many months of planning and dreaming on this one to get it wrong. These first two accents, I know I'm gonna get right. One of them is going to be a darker pink and one of them is gonna be a lighter pink, and I'm gonna ignore the fact that I just poured soap all over my table. Accent one is our sort of poppin' hot pink. It's the darkest color. Then we have our same color blend of pink, but I'm going to add a little bit of titanium dioxide to lighten it up. Pour that in there. And then into the large container, I have the final shade of pink. This is the one that I'm not sure about. We're just gonna have to see after I blend it if this is what I wanted. All right, let's go ahead and blend. Okay, for the final color, I'm actually just going to lighten up our base color. So it's going to be the exact same shade, just lighter. All right, I am going to blend in my secret fragrance oil that I concocted here at Royalty Soaps. I just know y'all are going to love this scent. This is so perfect. I am obsessed. I'm gonna pour all of the colors into my base container. This is going to be an in the pot swirl, and I'm not going to scrape down the sides because I want to put them on the top. I know it doesn't look like there's any difference between these two light pinks, but I promise there is. One of them is warmer and one of them is slightly cooler. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to pour this. This is exactly what I wanted. That last one I scraped out because I forgot. I'm just gonna start by kind of splashing this in different corners, and then we'll go to the middle. But I want this to be very swirly. I do want some larger chunks of color, but overall, I want it to have a hazy, dreamy appearance. That is why I made the colors so similar. I don't want it to be too stark. That'll take away from the like cotton candy sky, sunset vibes that I'm going for, at least in my opinion. Now, I am just going to take those little bit of accent colors that I have, kind of swirl them all around. It doesn't really matter that much because I am going to texture this top. I just wanted to make sure that if there was a ton of stuff at the bottom of the bucket, I was still getting those accents onto the top. Turns out the swirl ended up being all the way to the bottom of the bucket, which is really nice. I purposefully did not scrape out my blended color containers just so that I could get a little bit of it onto the top. Not a whole bunch, just a little. When you add mica to the top of a textured soap, soap, it can easily take over, and I don't want that. Okay, let's see how I want to do this. This was the only part of the soap that I was like, I'm not sure how I want the texture to be. I want it to look kind of creamy, I suppose. And I didn't know if I was gonna end up going in with a popsicle stick or if I was gonna like swirl it. I just didn't know. This is giving me a good amount of color variety, which I'm obsessed with. It's swirling perfectly. I wanted this to be for everyone, but I specifically was thinking of people who maybe aren't used to using bar soap, because a lot of you guys said that you don't use bar soap, and I was like, what is like a colorway that I can use that can bridge the gap between body wash and bar soap? And I know most people are using body wash because they want the texture, like they don't want to hold a bar of soap, but just in case like the girlies wanted something cute in their shower, maybe even using a fragrance that complements some of the other things in their shower currently, this has a very modern appeal to it. It's a very fresh, but not overly sweet fragrance. It's a trendier scent profile in the Bath and Body world right now. And honestly, I think that's all we need. I really don't want to glitter this soap because I feel like that'll put it into a different category. I maybe won't even put the mica on top. I don't know. For the first rattle out of the bag, I'm feeling really good about this. I'll let it sit for 18 to 24 hours. I'll spray this top with rubbing alcohol and I'll watch for ashing just in case. And then we will come back tomorrow after 18 to 24 hours to see how this colorway ends up playing out after the soap is saponified. I have pretty high hopes. It looks very similar to what I had imagined, but you never know. So I'll see you right after this quick commercial break. Look at this soap the next day. This turned out exactly like I wanted it to look. Look at the swirls, the color tone. Everything is perfect. I just love it so much. Let's cut into it and see what we think, even though I already know it's gonna be good just based on the sides. Press down gently. Pull one out of the center. Yes. I am obsessed. The fragrance is gorgeous. It works perfectly in cold process. This marbly, sort of pinky salmon color. I'm just loving it. Daydreamer is a custom fragrance blend, as are all of the other fragrances in this collection. So they are exclusive to Royalty Soaps, and I quite literally couldn't be happier with this design. It's perfect. This is only the first soap in the collection. I cannot wait to show you the others. Let's cut another loaf just for good measure. When I get really excited about a soap, I always cut 2 loaves of it on camera. A year in the making, and it has finally come to fruition. What a long wait. And yet, so worth it. I'm glad I took my time. I'm glad I fleshed out a collection. I'm glad that I just took my time, because everything looks better when you just take your time. Question of the day, because you guys always have the best idea. You've seen the Pinterest board. You know that this soap is called Daydreamer. I would love to hear other words, phrases, etc. that you think match the vibe. That when you look at that Pinterest board, when you look at these soaps, that you think just match the whole feeling. Some of the best soap names I've ever had have come from you guys, so I can't wait to see what you guys say in the comments down below. This bar turned out exactly how I wanted it to. I'm so happy that it's the first of the collection that you guys get to see. The SKYGAZING soaps will be available on October 4th. That is a Friday at 8 p.m. This one is my favorite fragrance of the month. I do plan on eventually carrying other products with this fragrance because I'm so proud of it. It is universally appealing. I hope you guys have an absolutely royal day. I will see you all soon in the next video where we will do the next sky gazing soap. Be sure you do something fun for yourself today, like going out and daydreaming in the sunshine. Maybe you want to daydream a little in the rain, get some of those cool, gloomy thoughts that lead to very cute crafts for autumn. But you know, I don't really care what you do, just do something for you, and I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.